it do, baby boo? TimboTV back here today with another video. Today I'm going to be checking out Larry Bird trash talking. Let's get into it.
So we playing him in the last play. He says to James Worthy, he said, "You guys don't have to worry about it. I'm going to go right over there that corner." He said, "They're going to set a screen for me. We're taking the ball out." He said, "I'm going to curl right over." And he's telling us to play. He's telling us to play before they even take it out. He said, "I'm going to go right over to that corner, and I'm going to catch it, and I'm going to shoot it, and I'm going to tie the game or win the game," whatever the case may be. They take the ball out, and I think it was either Danny or
DJ,
the late, great DJ.
Yeah.
Take the ball out, the man curl right to the corner, caught the shot, shot a three, game over. It's like, are you effing kidding me?
Go to shake his hand. I'm a rookie. I'm playing against the Boston Celtics in the Boston Garden. Go shake. And Larry put both hands behind his back. He wouldn't shake my hand. I said, okay, he's just getting into the game. First play of the game, he said, "You don't even belong in this league, Holmes." And he shoots a three. Now, I wasn't mad that he made the three. But I said, "There's something, this called me Holmes." and he came down and did it again, so I'm pissed, you know. So the next time down, see me on the breakneck pitch, and I jump up and I throw it down on him. I mean, he fouls me. And he said, "Hey, Rook, I like you. You got heart." He said, "But I'm still getting 30 on your ass." I mean, that's who he was. But that was the only time he ever talked trash to me, because he respected me, because he knew that I was going to keep coming. That really taught me something, you know. If you wasn't prepared to play against guys like that, you got embarrassed.
I always tell this story about Larry Bird. I remember him, he was cursing under his breath. And I asked him, I said, "Larry, what's going on with you?" He says, "You guys are being disrespectful to me." And I says, "What are you talking about?" He says, "You guys are putting a white guy on me." That's disrespectful.
Wait, who's the white guy you put on him?
I can't remember who it was. I just started laughing. I had no comeback. But he says, "It's disrespectful when y'all put a white guy on me." And I'm sitting there like, I'm laughing in the middle of a game.
Larry told Robert Reedy the other day that he should have stayed in preaching. That was funny. He had 50 points.
And you know, Larry Bird ain't never playing no great defense. He like sagging off a little bit. So he tell the guy, "You can't shoot, but I'm not worrying about guard you." I said, "Man, shoot it in the face, shoot it in the face."
Mark hit a three-pointer on Larry Bird and said, "Take a look at that." And Bird just came right back and hit three-pointers in a row, and just basically said to him, and we all heard it, that you're out of your league.
Or he'd say, "Danny, give me the ball," or "DJ, give me the ball. I got this guy in the torture chamber down here." Why the guy was standing right there listening to him say it.
The baller went to Larry, and Isaiah was all out of whack. He had the ball at three-point range. He goes, hey, who's guarding me?" Everybody looked around. He just stood there, held the ball, and Isaiah said, he ran out there and just shot it, three-pointer. Too late.
Was the originator of getting in your face and talking trash. And then you sit there and you go, "This guy up in my face talking noise. He ain't that fast, he's slow." But he knew how to aggravate you, agitate you enough to get you out of your game.
I was guarding in my rookie year. He looked at me and he goes, "You can't stop me." And I looked at him and I said, "Gosh, boy, you're so confident." He goes, "Confident? You're a rookie. You don't know anything." He proceeded to score like 10 straight points on me. The coach took me out the game. He walks by and he's laughing at me.
Larry Bird catches the ball in the corner. I take off running out at Larry Bird. And right when he's getting ready to shoot, I jump. And as I go by, him, he tells me, he says, "Fly, Bird." And I go right by him, he shoots the ball. It's nothing but nylon.
Larry Bird was a pain in the neck. Anytime we had a chance to win, Larry Bird changed that.
Larry Bird.
The new best way to make money online that nobody's talking about is something you've never heard of before. It's
there was a certain confidence you had, because you know if you ever got in trouble, give the ball to Larry and get out of his way, and he delivered.
The double team and Bird. Larry, fake, ball away.
Do you remember? Well, you had the Bird night.
I had the Bird night. That was a tough night, man. The biggest argument that night is, well, you only scored 6 on me.
But nobody was guarding Bird, were they?
Well, we were trying.
You were trying to.
No, but when a guy is literally coming up the court, calling his shots,
And, you know, Bird talked a lot of trash.
And that's in New Orleans.
That's in New Orleans. In that game, we're on the free throw line, and he's like, he literally says, left side across the three, and you're listening to him. That's a tough feeling.
But, okay, so you guys got Antoine Carr and Cliff Livingston got fined by Fratello, I think.
And Eddie Johnson for celebrating.
Celebrating Bird.
Yeah, it was the best film session. Every time when I see Mike, we still laugh.
God,
it was
good.
It was the greatest film session ever, because back then you didn't have, you know, you watched the real game and just went, you know, with a video. And Mike rewound the celebration 20 times. He just kept not the shot. He just kept rewinding it, showing the guys. You remember they were giving each other high five.
And then somebody falls off the bench.
Yeah,
too.
that was Eddie Johnson. That was Eddie Johnson.
Yeah.
Eddie Johnson falls off the bench in laughter, and Antoine Carr and Cliff gives each other.
Think about that. You're roasting the other team so much that they're celebrating for you.
A high five, and our film session was 20 minutes of that. So it
wasn't somebody not playing good defense on Bird. It was you guys celebrating Larry Bird.
And Fratello wouldn't let it go. It just kept rewinding. And it was.
I think Bird went by the bench one time too.
He fell in the bench.
Oh, he did.
Yeah, and he called that one. That was the one where he fell in it. He literally said, "Off the glass into the trainer." And, yeah, and so it was a bad night.
When Larry got on the roll, started shooting the ball, every shot was going in.
Goodbye, she's gone. I guess the two-pointer was too close.
When he ran by the bench, he goes, "That's a heat check. Just see how hot I am." All right, he runs by Frank Layden, who's the funniest guy in the league, and Frank is coaching, and Larry says to him, "Hey, Frank, don't you have anybody on that bench that can guard me?" He goes, "So nobody out here can." Frank looked down at the bench, he goes, "No."
He'll look at you like, "Hey, what you doing?"
Think about that. The coach is telling you he has nobody that can guard you.
Out here, you gotta call somebody else. I even heard him tell the coach, "Hey, look, coach, you better get somebody else out here to guard me because I'm killing this guy."
In last year's playoffs, Person was out to make Bird eat his words while adding a few choice comments of his own.
Chuck Person, he definitely has his reputation. During the playoffs, he just went AWOL, you know, and he just went to work.
You can see Gilson playing a little Bird, giving it back to him, Shine.
Chuck Person can talk some trash to Larry Bird now. He scored the last 16 points.
Chuck and Larry down low, greeting one another once again.
Bird, he has caught fire.
Person
stumped him and had something to say afterwards. And look at Bird. Person didn't dare look at him.
Yeah, it is a little special because I've known Chuck for a while and we've always had run-ins, but it always seems like I get the last word.
Bird's ability to get the final word has made for many a magic moment. And this week, we relive a game when Larry was in rare form and Xavier McDaniel was eager to lend an ear.
Tie game, 13 seconds to play. Celtics basketball, no shot clock.
They called a timeout. He said, "You know I'm going to get it." And I said, "I know, I'm going to be waiting."
And during the timeout, I'm going for a play, and I said, "All right, this is what we're going to run. All right, then you get the ball, you go over here, and you pass to Kevin, then you go to the corner, and Robert, you come over." Then about that time, Larry steps in and says, "Coach, why don't you just give me the ball and tell everybody to get out of the way?" Now, after the timeout, we walk back on the court, and Larry's going down to his position, so he tells Xavier, "I'm getting the ball."
Yeah, he said, "I'm going to get it right here. I'm going to shoot it right in your face."
10 seconds. 5 and Bird has the basketball. Look out. 2 seconds on the clock.
And, you know, he was like, "I didn't mean to leave 2 seconds on the clock." I walked back to the sideline like, damn.
Larry Bird just phenomenal the way that he will contribute in the clutch time.
Larry was complaining to the refs, and I was complaining to the refs, and the next time down the court, it got in my face.
I was up 38-6. That's how I summarize it.
The 84 Olympic team was playing an exhibition game against a bunch of pros, including Larry Bird, and they were in the warm-ups. And a ball bounced down from the college end of the court to the pro end. and Michael Jordan went down to chase it. The ball happened to be picked up by Larry Bird, and Michael went up a few feet away from Larry Bird and held out his hands, and Bird took the ball and fired it back down the court over Jordan's head, as if to say, you're not only not getting this ball, I don't give a damn who you are. Larry Bird knows exactly who this guy is and what's going to happen in the next few years, and he wants to get every edge he can get right now.
I got a pulled hamstring, so I'm not playing tonight. He walks down to me. Man, I'm sorry you're not playing. But he said, I'm going to tell you what, since you're here, I'm going to put a show on for you. So you just sit back and watch, okay? And I'm like, man, get out of my face, man. I want to hear that. You know, that's Celtics and the Lakers. Every time he hit one, he looked.
I remember we were playing Washington in Washington one night, and Larry just hit what would have been the game-winning shot, but KC called timeout.
It won't count. It does not count. Boston had called a timeout.
Larry came back to the bench, and he was a little upset.
He looks at the bench and says, hey guys, when I come back after timeout, I'm going to go right to the same spot, and I'm going to kick it in.
He told Washington, I'm going to get the ball.
2 seconds left. The Bullets by 1. Aims to Bird. He gets a good shot in the Celtics winner. Boy, this is something else. Incredible. Bird wins it at the buzzer.
First shooter of all time? Shoot. That's the end of the video, guys. Let me know down below what you'd like to see next. Peace.